Igitis Iggy Šlečkis was living the dream. After moving to the United States from Lithuania in 2001, he met his wife Monte, had a good job as an electrical mechanic, and by 2010, they had their first child on the way. Iggy and Monte had settled just outside of Chicago, and life was good. Then Iggy went to the doctor because he wasn't feeling well.
I was young. I thought I was 9 feet tall and bulletproof, that I'm not gonna get sick. But that February of 2010 came, and it just turned our lives upside down. I was diagnosed with leukemia. When you hear that, cancer for the first time, it sounded like death sentence, pretty much. My only hope was that I'm gonna have to get a transplant, and for that I'm gonna have to find a donor that's matching to my DNA.
Meanwhile, 750 miles east of Chicago, Jared Bonaquisti was going about his life as a happy college student and freshman fullback on the Westchester University football team. In 2010, as part of Coach Bill Zwann's commitment to host Get in the Game, Save a Life Marrow Donor Registry Drive, Jared had swabbed the inside of his cheek and officially joined the Be the Match registry. He didn't think much of it once it was over.
They say the odds are so ridiculous that you might not get picked, so you really don't think about it. I was driving to the gym just to try to get a workout, and I got this weird number on my phone, and I answered it, and here it was, the bone marrow drive. They're like, hey, you're a potential match for somebody. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is actually happening. It was an exciting moment.
As Jared was coming to grips with the entire situation, he became increasingly curious about his recipient. But because of strict confidentiality rules, he only had a few details.
At that point, they just tell you that it's a 30-year-old male, and that's it, that's all you know. I knew from the moment I got the call and the moment I was a definite match that I wasn't gonna back out of this because of how young this guy was and because of this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Once Jared completed the 4-hour process of donating his blood stem cells, aside from a little fatigue and lower back soreness, he felt great and was back to working out in no time. The process was far more arduous for Iggy. Following intense chemotherapy and full-body radiation, Iggy had the transplant on July 13, 2011. He then spent a month in the hospital while Jared's red blood cells waged a winning battle against Iggy's cancer cells. The physical process was complete, but there was one more thing to do. After both sides provided the required clearance through Be the Match, they were ready to meet. Two men joined together by DNA, their lives changed forever.
In my mind, I knew right from the start I wanted to meet him.
I was really excited about that because, he gave me life. He gave me joy of seeing my son growing up. He was willing to risk his athletic career, just to save somebody, and that is amazing.
Iggy, how you doing,
Hi.
brother? How you been, man?
But the two had yet to meet in person until recently.
You're making a funny face, so I made a funny face.
Saturday, March 8th, 2014, on Iggy's 33rd birthday, the two came face to face for the first time, on stage at the Andy Talley Bone Marrow Bash, Coach Talley's annual celebration to raise money for this great cause.
Come here.
No problem, man. My pleasure.
It's a moment both men were eagerly anticipating.
It's so great to meet Jared finally for the first time. Thank you.
No problem, man. He's changed my whole perspective on life and what's important. I don't know. This is incredible. I'm just so excited to be here. There you go. Happy birthday.
The emotion of that moment said absolutely everything, and the only thing left to be said is, if you want to make a difference in someone's life and try to save a life, tallybonemarrow.org. From the Connolly Center at Villanova University, Michael Barkann, Comcast SportsNet.